Let us do worksheet questions from statistics. In a data, if the number I is repeated I times, I is repeated I times means 1 is repeated one time, 1, 2, 3. I is repeated I times means 1 is repeated one time. So frequency of 1 is 1, frequency of 2 is 2 because 2 is repeated 2 times, 3 is repeated 3 times means frequency of 3 is 3 and frequency of n is n. Now the question is finding mean. For discrete frequency distribution, sigma xi fi by sigma fi is the mean. 1 into 1, 1 square, 2 into 2, 2 square, by sigma fi means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on up to n. Numerator is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 divided by n into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 gets cancelled, 2, 3 times gets cancelled, so I'll get 2n plus 1 by 3. Option C. Next, mean deviation from mean of the discrete data. To find mean deviation about mean, first you have to find mean. Mean is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations. How many observations are there? 9 observations are there. So what is the sum? 198 by 9. So 22 is the mean. Mean deviation about mean is nothing but sigma modulus xi minus mean by number of observations. Sigma means modulus. Sigma modulus means negative sign becomes positive. Xi are the observations. So 1 minus 22 with modulus 21. Next 22 minus 3 19. 22 minus 4 18. 22 minus 7 15. 22 minus 11 11. 22 minus 18 4. 22 minus 9 minus 7 with modulus 7. 47 minus 22 25. 78 minus 22 56. By number of observations is 9. If you find, then you will get 176 by 9. Option C. Its total number of observations, n is given as 20. Sigma xi is given as 1000. Sigma xi square is given as 84,000. Then what is the variance? The formula for variance is sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. Sigma xi square is 84,000. Number of observations is 20. What is x bar? Sum of observations by number of observations. That is 1000 by 20, which is 50. So this is 50 square. So this is 4200 minus 2500, which is 1700. Option C. What is the formula for finding coefficient of variation? Coefficient of variation formula is sigma by x bar into 100, where sigma is standard deviation. Option D. If A and B are variances of first and natural number, so A is variance of first and even natural numbers means 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. B is variance of first and odd natural numbers means 1, 3, 5 so on. Now what is the relation between here A and B both are equal because Variance doesn't get affected if you subtract or add a constant to each and every number. Now, when you subtract one from each number of the observations which you have in A, you will get observations in B. So when each observation is added or subtracted by a constant, variance remains same. Now variance of B and variance of A are equal because 1, 3, 5, 7 are obtained by subtracting 1 from 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So A and B are equal, so option A is correct. It's mean deviation from mean of the given observations. First find mean, sum of observations by number of observations, which is 1. Next, mean deviation is nothing but sigma modulus xi minus x bar by number of observations. So minus 1 with modulus, 0 minus 1 with modulus, 4 minus 1 with modulus by 3. Modulus of minus 2, 2, 1, 3 by 3, which is 2. Next, the mean of 100 observations. X bar is given as 50. Number of observations 100. Standard deviation sigma 5. Then sum of squares of all the observations, that is sigma xi square is equal to how much? What is standard deviation formula? Under root sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. This is 5. So sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square 2500 is equal to 25. From this sigma xi square is equal to 252500. Options B. Standard deviation of standard deviation of first n natural numbers under root n square minus 1 by 12. Now these are the first 5 natural numbers. So n is equal to 5. This standard deviation is given as root a. So what is the value of a? 2. Option A without root. Root 2 is wrong. A value is 2. Next, coefficient of variation, that is sigma by x bar into 100 is given as 7.2. Variance sigma square is 3.24. Then what is the mean? You have to find x bar. If sigma square is 3.24, what is sigma? Under root 3.24 is nothing but 1.8. So 1.8 by x bar into 100 is equal to 7.2. From this, x bar is equal to 1.8 into 100 by 7.2, which is 25. Option B. Now this is a theoretical question. Statement 1. The range of ungrouped data doesn't change even if certain intermediate observations are removed. Correct. Because range is difference between maximum and minimum value. It doesn't depend upon the intermediate value. So first statement is correct. Statement 2. The value of mean deviation of ungrouped data about median is always less than or equal to the value of mean deviation about any other measure of central tendency. It is also correct. Statement 3. For a grouped data, range is approximated as difference between the lower limit of largest class and upper limit of smallest class, which is false. So 1 and 2 are correct and third one is false. Option A. Next. Mean is given as 10, which is sum of observations. What is sum of observations? 89 plus x by number of observations. How many observations are there? 10 is equal to 10 given. So from this x is equal to 11 you get. Now the question is mean deviation about mean. Sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n. 11 minus 2, 11 minus 3, 11 minus 5, 11 minus 18, 11 minus 17, 11 minus 15, 11 minus 13, 11 minus 11, 11 minus 9, 11 minus 7. By number of observations 10. 48 by 10, 4.8. Option B. The mean deviation about mean of the following data is nearly equal to. This is x values and frequencies are given. So for that x bar is sigma xi fi by sigma fi. So 1 into 3 plus 3 into 3 plus 5 into 4 plus 7 into 4, 7 into 14, 9 into 7, 11 into 4, 13 into 3, 15 into 4 by sum of all frequencies 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 14 plus 7 plus. This gives mean, and the formula for mean deviation about mean is sigma fi into mod of xi minus x bar by sigma fi. By applying this formula, you can get mean deviation about mean as 2.9. Find mean here. Substitute that mean in this mean deviation about mean formula. You'll get mean as 8, and after simplifying this, you will get 124 by 42, which is 2.9. Next, mean of the given data p plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 11 plus 15 plus 16 by 8 is 3 times of p. So p plus 12, 27, 38, 53, 69 is equal to 24p. So 23p is equal to 69. So p is equal to 3. Now mean deviation of the data about mean. Again, mean deviation means sigma mod of xi minus x bar by number of observations. Use that formula and find the answer as 3.75. Next, coefficient of variation. That is, you have to find sigma by x bar into 100 for 1, sorry, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What is x bar for this? 7. What is the formula for standard deviation of natural numbers having common difference d? This is the formula for standard deviation of natural numbers which are in AP with common difference d. So here n is 5, common difference is 2. So this is 2 root 2. So what is the final answer? 2 root 2 by 7 into 100, which means 200 root 2 by 7, option C. Next question, the standard deviation of the numbers 31, 32, 33, so on up to 47. We know that standard deviation remains same if each observation is either increased or decreased by constant. So what I am doing is I am subtracting 30 from each number. So 31 minus 31, 32 minus 32, 33 minus 33, like that 47 minus 30, 17. So from each number I subtracted 30, so standard deviation remains same. Now these are 17 natural numbers. What is the formula for standard deviation of n natural numbers? Under root n square minus 1 by 12. Now here n is 17. 17 square 289. So this is under root 288 by 12, which is under root 12 to 24, 48, root 24, which is 2 root 6. Root 24 is nothing but 2 root 6. Option C. Next, from a data consisting of 15 observations, xi, I is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on up to 15, the following results were obtained. Sigma xi, 170, sigma xi square, 2830. If one of the observation, namely 20, was found wrong and was replaced by its correct value 30. So what is new sigma xi? Out of 170, you have to subtract 20 and you have to add 30 because 20 was wrong one and it was replaced by its correct value 30. So new sigma xi or correct sigma xi, correct value of sigma xi is 180. Similarly, what is the correct value of sigma xi square? 2830 minus 20 square plus 30 square. 2830 minus 400 plus 900, which means 2830 plus 500, which is 3330. 2830 plus 500, 3330. Then what is the correct variance? This is sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. You have to write correct values. Sigma xi square correct value is 3330 by number of observations 15 minus what is x bar. What is correct value of x bar? X bar is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations, which is 12. So minus 144 whole square. If you simplify that, you get answer as 78. So this is nothing but 78. Option B. Next, if mean of the discrete distribution is 6, mean is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations, 8. This is given as 6. So 43 plus x is equal to 48. From this you get x as 5. Then what is the standard deviation? Standard deviation is nothing but under root sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. Sigma xi square means you have to square all the values. So 64 plus 81 plus 36 plus 25 plus x square is again 25. 4 square 16, 6 square 36, 5 square 25 by number of observations 8 minus x bar whole square is 36. If you simplify this, you get answer as 1.58. Option B. Let O be the mean deviation of first 5 odd natural numbers. What are the first 5 odd natural numbers? Now you have to find mean deviation of this about their mean. What is mean? Sum of observations. 25 by 5. O is nothing but mean deviation about mean. So sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n is a formula for mean deviation about mean. So modulus of 1 minus 5, 4, modulus of 3 minus 5, 2, modulus of 5 minus 5, 0, modulus of 7 minus 5, 2, modulus of 9 minus 5, 4 by number of observations 5. So 6, 8, 12 by 5, which is 2.4. Next, P is the mean deviation of the first prime numbers. What are the first prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. What is X bar for this? 28 by 5, which is 5.6. Then what is P? Mean deviation again. Sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n. So 5.6 minus 2, 3.6. 5.6 minus 3, 2.6. 5.6 minus 5, 0.6. 7 minus 5.6, 1.4. 11 minus 5.6, 5.4 by number of observations 5. If we simplify this, 6.8, 7.4, 10, 13.6 by 5. This is 5 to 10, 36, 5 7 35. So it is 2.72, 2.72. Now P minus O, 2.72 minus 2.4, 0.3. Option B. Next, mean of 10 observations. Number of observations 10, mean is 50. And sum of squares of the deviation, sum means sigma, squares of the deviations from mean. That is sigma xi minus x bar whole square is 2. Now the coefficient of variation is required. The coefficient of variation formula is sigma by x bar into 100, where sigma is standard deviation. Sigma formula is under root sigma xi minus x bar whole square by n. That is equal to under root 250 by 10, root 25, which is 5. So this is nothing but 5 by 50 into 100, which is 10. Option C. Next, arithmetic mean of the observations is 6. This is arithmetic mean. From this, a plus b is equal to 23, 37. A plus b is 7. The variance is given as 6.8. Variance is sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. This is given as 6.8, which means 100 plus 64 plus 25 plus a square plus b square by number of observations 5 minus x bar whole square is 36 is equal to 6.8. From this, 164, 189 plus a square plus b square is equal to 36 plus 6.8, 42.8 into 5. What is 42.8 into 5? From this, a square plus b square is equal to 214 minus 189 is 25. So a square plus b square is 25, a plus b is 7. You have to find a into b. From that, clearly one is 4, other is 3. Therefore, a into b will be 12. Option D. Which of the following data has minimum variance? See, variance is nothing but sigma xi minus x bar whole square by n. So, variance depends upon the difference between the observations and mean. Clearly, by looking the first option, what is the mean for the first option? X bar is equal to 615 by 53. Here, clearly, the difference between x and x bar will be lesser here. So like that, if you verify all the options, wherever you get xi minus x bar as least, obviously variance will be minimum. So if you observe the first option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here mean is x bar and these are mean is x bar and these are the observations. Xi minus x bar values will be 2, 1, 0, 1, 2 like that. So which has least minimum value. So option A is correct. Similarly, here also, which of the following set of data has least standard deviation? Standard deviation also depends upon the difference between xi and x bar. Here also, option D gives the least standard deviation. Option D, because there the difference between x and x bar will be the least. So by verification, you can see that option D will have least standard deviation. Next, means of two groups of A and B are x bar and y bar respectively, and standard deviations are respectively 2 and 3. So for group A and for group B, x bar, y bar are the means. Standard deviations, sigma 1 is 2 here, or sigma A is 2, sigma B is 3. In order that group A is to be more consistent than group B, then what is y bar by x bar greater than equal to? See, coefficient of variation is nothing but sigma by x bar into 100. For group A to be more consistent, variation should be less. More consistent means variation should be less. Variation should be less means x bar should be more. Denominator should be more. So whichever have more denominator, that will be more consistent. So what is coefficient of variation for first for set A? Sigma, 2 by x bar into 100. For coefficient of variation of B, 3 by y bar into 100. Group A to be more consistent means group A coefficient of variation should be less. That is 2 by x bar into 100 should be less than 3 by y bar into 100. You can cancel 100. So 2 by 3 is less than x bar by y bar. Here the question should be not y bar by x bar. X bar by y bar is greater than. From this, what is x bar by y bar? Greater than 2 by 3. So there is a small error in the question. It should be x bar by y bar greater than that. Next, consider the following data. With respect to the consistencies of the above groups, the increasing order of them. Just now I said for more consistent, variation should be less. Variation should be less means mean should be more. Here, which has more mean? Group 2 has more mean when compared with mean of second group is more than mean of third group is more than mean of first group. To be more consistent, variation should be less. Variation will be less when x bar is more. So mean of second is more than mean of third is more than mean of first. Therefore, second group is more consistent than first group and it is more consistent than third group. So option D is correct. Sorry, option 2 less than, 2 less than, 3 less than 1. 2 less than, 3 less than 1. Option A. The standard deviation of A plus B, A plus 2D and so on. This is a standard result which you need to remember as under root n into n plus 1 by 3 into D. Standard deviation of A plus D, A plus 2D, so on, A plus 2 and D. Remember this as a standard result under root n into n plus 1 by 3 into D. When difference is given, you can use this as a standard formula. Next, n is the mean deviation of n observations. That is sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n is given as 10. Now the question is mean deviation of observations of 2x1 plus 5, 2x. For that, tell me new mean. What will be the new mean? When each observation is multiplied by a constant, mean also multiplied by a constant. When each observation is added by constant, mean also gets added. So what will be the new mean means 2 by 2x bar by 2x bar plus 5 by 3 is the new mean. Then what will be the new mean deviation? 1 by n sigma mod of what are the new observations? 2xi plus 3 by 5 is the new observation. And new mean is 2x bar plus 5 by 3. That is equal to 1 by n into sigma 3 by 5, 3 by 5 gets cancelled. Sorry, 2x plus 5 by 3. Sorry, 5 by 3. 5 by 3, 5 by 3 gets cancelled. So what is left out? 2 by 3 into mod of xi minus x bar. The 2 by 3 can be taken out. So 2 by 3 sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n. This value is already given as 10. So 2 by 3 into 10, which is 20 by 3. Option C. Next question, variance of the following. To find variance of discrete frequency distribution, the formula is sigma fi into xi minus x bar whole square by sigma f. For that, how to find x bar? Sigma xi fi by sigma f. So first use this formula, find x bar, substitute x bar in this and find variance. And you will get answer as 43 point. Here also, whenever class intervals are given, first you have to find x bar. How to find x bar? Mid values of the class intervals. So xi is nothing but what is mid value of the class interval? 2 here, 6 here, 10, 14, 18. And again same formula sigma fi into xi minus x bar whole square by sigma fi. This is variance where x bar is equal to sigma xi fi by sigma fi. Use find x bar first and use that formula for finding variance and you will find answer by 295 by 60. Next, A0, A1, A2, A3, so on. A1 is they are in arithmetic progression with common difference D. So A1 is nothing but A0 plus D. A2 is nothing but A0 plus 2D. So on. A11 is nothing but A0 plus 10D. These are in AP with common difference D. Then mean deviation about their arithmetic mean. For that, first you have to find arithmetic mean. This is nothing but A0 plus A0 plus D plus so on up to A0 plus 10D by number of terms are 12. Or you can use sum of n terms in AP, n by 2, that is 12 by 2 into 2a plus 11d by 12. 12, 12 gets cancelled. So a naught plus 11 by 2d. This is x bar. How to find mean deviation? Sigma mod of xi minus x bar by n, which means a naught minus a naught plus 11d by 2 with modulus. So you will get 11d by 2. Next, a naught plus d minus of a naught plus 11 by 2. 9 by 2. Like that, if you go on subtracting, then you get 7d by 2, 5d by 2, 3d by 2, d by 2. Again, d by 2, 3d by 2, 5d by 2 gets repeated up to 11 by 2. So this you will get 2 times by number of observations 12. If you simplify this, 36d you will get by 12 with modulus by 12. So 3 times mod by. Option C. Next. Mean and standard deviation of a data, 8 items. N is 8, mean is given as 25, standard deviation is given as 5. Now, if two items 15 and 25 are added, so number of calculations will 10 out, then what is the variance of the new data? What is the new mean? X bar 25 sigma xi by sigma xi 200. So, what will be the new mean? 200 plus 23 is the new mean. And how to get new variance? Standard deviation 25 is standard deviation 5 is variance 5000. Then what is new variance? Sigma xi square by n minus 23 plus 23 square 520. New variance 650 into 8 5200 for new variance, sorry, sigma xi square by 8 minus 25 square is equal to 25. This is sigma xi square. What is the new sigma xi square? 5200 plus 625 plus 25 by 10 minus 23%. Simplify this. 5200 plus 650 by 10. 585 minus 529, which is nothing but 26. Sorry. Here the two items which are added are 15 and 25, not 10 and 5, 25 and 5. So here I wrote wrong. This is 15. So 240 by 10, 24. Here also 5200 plus 15 square plus 25 square. 25 square 625, 15 square is 225. So 5200 plus 625 plus 5200 plus 625 plus 225. 6050 by 10. 6050 by 10 will be 605 minus 24 square 576. 605 minus 576. 29. Option D. Option A. A and D both are given as same.